Hello, friends. This is Big Daddy Cass with another recital done my way. I call this the highlights from my love affair. If somebody loves you, love them back unconditionally. Not only because they love you, but because they are teaching you to love and opening your heart and eyes to things you would have never seen or felt without them. I walked into Zions Bank to talk to somebody about refinancing. The lines were so long I had quite a wait. While waiting in line, I couldn't help noticing a new girl behind one of the desks. My God, she was enchanting. I couldn't help staring at her. She had me mesmerized. Every once in a while she'd catch me watching her, and I'd have to look away because I was blushing, and it embarrassed me. I don't know how to describe it, but everything about her had me caught in a magic spell. Her engaging smile, her every delightful movement, the musical splendor of her voice, and most of all, her extraordinary beauty. When I reached the end of the line, she beckoned me over to her desk. She was so completely enchanting that I forgot what I'd come to the bank for. When I opened my mouth, nothing would come out, and finally, after regaining control of my vocal cords, I mumbled, "I came here especially to see you." She laughed and said, "My name's Ping Sing," and that broke the ice. We talked for about 30 minutes, and it was for sure I'd made a very special friend. I forgot to mention the real reason why I'd come to the bank. That would have to be put off until another day. When I got home, all I could think about was her. I wanted to hold her and hug her and kiss her and love her. There's no doubt about it, she had captured my heart, hook, line, and sinker. I was so excited. I was like a little kid underneath the tree on Christmas morning. For the rest of the day, her lovely face materialized wherever I looked. She was on my TV, my computer, my doors, my walls, and my ceiling. She was everywhere I happened to gaze. I was completely enthralled by her presence. Finally, when I came back to my senses, I realized that Ping Sing could never be more than a friend. After all, I was more than twice her age. The only way I could ever have her would to be in my dreams and my fantasies. But even knowing didn't help, because I was burning up with desire. I had never felt this way about any other woman before, and I was married and loved a beautiful woman for 26 years. That night I couldn't sleep just thinking about her. The more I thought about her, the more in love I became. Finally, I sat down and put my feelings in rhyme, and this is what I wrote and what I felt at the time. I met the fairest maiden in a West Valley town. She was a gleaming orchid in a gaudily woven gown. I know I won't forget her as long as I may live, for she was the fairest flower that God could ever give. Beautiful and lovely and as charming as could be, I knew I had to have her, and she was meant for me. Her lips were sweet and tender and filled my heart with bliss. I knew I had to hold her, and I longed for that first kiss. She was mine for just a moment, and she stole my heart away. Now she's vanished into nowhere, left me in dismay. How can I live without her? She was right for me. The fairest maiden of them all is now just history. I know I can't forget her, and it's plain to see that she'll always be in my heart as a lovely fantasy. As you can plainly see, it was love at first sight. You should also know that I was completely blinded by my feelings. After living so many years alone, had love made that magical entry into my lonely life.